Is that a trick question? This man was a bona fide scrub. Bona fide scrub.
This dude, I believe he's a bona fide superstar right now.
Right. Oh, well, of course, it's all about
winning. Up next, we have the Sixth Man of the Year award. Favourite, Jordan Clarkson to go back-to-back at $6. Joe Ingles at $13, his second favourite. Two teammates, there you go. Derek Rose. Kevin Herter is there at $18, and Paddy Thrills at $18 as well. But you said off air, mate, you've got something you need to get off your chest. You're very excited, and hit me with it.
Well, I'm actually very disappointed, to be honest, because I was waiting to discuss this. I've been waiting to discuss this the last few days, and I really wish we recorded last night or in the last couple of days, because the odds for this guy to win Sixth Man and Most Improved, I've got him in both markets here, have basically halved on the back of one preseason performance today. And I'll preface this by saying, am I biased? Absolutely. I can fully
appreciate that.
I can fully admit that. When you're biased, a lot of the time you talk about things that you're biased about, and it comes out that you're talking absolute shit in reality, especially when you're trying to predict things like this. But at the same time, there's also some times where, because you're biased, it allows you to see things that may happen quicker than other people. Like, that's, I understand. I think that happens. I think that happens. And I'm hoping that the latter one there is the case for me here. And I'm talking about Jordan Poole. Now, I don't know if I sat down and watched the first half of the Warriors game today, and he was absolutely insane. And people are going to say that I'm jumping on this on the back of one game. And that's why I'm disappointed that we're recording it after today's game, because he was at $41 for Sixth Man of the Year and $51 for Most Improved. And I've basically been thinking this guy's a genuine sniff for both awards from the end of last season. Now, to give you a little bit of a rundown on Jordan Poole, because a lot of people might be, if you're a casual NBA fan, you might be thinking, who the fuck are you talking about? You might not even heard of the guy, to be honest. And 12 months ago, Warriors fans just did not like the guy whatsoever, and he was probably 5 minutes away from being cut from the league. I'm being dead set serious about that. 12 months ago, he started the season, and it was obviously his second season, coming off a rookie year where he played a lot but wasn't very good. Obviously, that Warriors team was really bad, had the worst record in the league. He played a lot, wasn't very good. All we heard about over the COVID break was how much he'd been in the gym and training hard. So Warriors fans, we were excited to see what Jordan Poole would bring us in his second year. Start of the season last year, he was terrible. He was flat out horrendous. And it got to the point where I remember across Twitter and across social media and whatnot, when the Warriors actually picked up his third-year rookie option, because obviously he only had 2 guaranteed years, and then his third year was a team option. And the Warriors picked that up, and a lot of Warriors Twitter and whatnot were just like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, why is this guy got now a contract for next season? He shouldn't be on the team. And, people were there saying we should, waive this guy if we can and just basically get rid of him in a trade or whatnot. And then it got to a point where he was so bad that he had to be sent to the G League. And play down there. And I'm not sure what happened, but I don't know. Something came across him, because he came back from the G League, and it was kind of got to like a meme on social media once he came back from the G League, because he wasn't the same guy. All of a sudden, this guy was doing things that we'd never seen before, and it looked like someone else had just entered his body and started playing basketball. It was absolutely insane, and he had a really, really good second half of the season, and particularly his last 10 games, where he had some big games in those last 10. We had wins over Utah and Phoenix, both at home, where he had 20-plus points. He had a 38-point game against New Orleans when Steph sat in, I think, the second last game of the regular season. And even in the playing game against the Lakers, I thought he was really good. And the difference between him pre the G League and post the G League stint last season was just the confidence levels. Like, I think he always kind of had this talent, but it was just the confidence levels where he just had no confidence in his ability at the NBA level pre the G League last year. And then he comes back, and all of a sudden he's found some confidence out of nowhere, seen the ball go through the hoop, even at just the G League level kind of thing. I think his stats for the last 10 games last season were like 20 points per game on 48% from the field, 40% from three-point range, which he averaged 12 points across the season. And I just look at Most Improved markets, and if you make a jump from 12 points per game to 20 points per game, and I think that puts you in a really good position to be around the mark for Most Improved. And I just watched him today, and his value from Sixth Man of the Year has come from 41 into 26. now on the back of one preseason game. If you didn't know basketball, if you never watched basketball before, and I sat you down to watch that Warriors game today, you would have just thought Jordan Poole was the best player. And Steph Curry was a nice player, but definitely not the best player. And it wasn't just the fact that he obviously led the team in scoring today in one preseason game, but it was just the attitude and that confidence level. It looked like he was Steph Curry. He was pulling up from well beyond three-point range. He had, I checked the box score because he had a three-pointer early in the second quarter and he missed it. And I just thought, he's put up a lot of three-pointers in this game and we're a quarter in. And I checked the box score. By a quarter and 15 seconds into the game, he'd taken 8 threes. In a quarter and 15 seconds. I was just like, this is insane. And check the box score at the end. Obviously, watch the first half. Check the box score at the end of the game. 30 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists in 22 minutes with a steal and 2 blocks on 10 of 17 from the floor, on 7 of 13 from three-point range. And people are going to say, oh, it's a flash in the pan, it's pre-season. I'm telling you, this guy was averaging 20 points across the last 10 games of last season. And with Klay Thompson still out, he'll have that starting role at shooting guard. It's an absolute guarantee. It's a lock, especially after today's performance.